It's Off the Top Sports Talk.
Welcome to Off the Top Sports. My name is Adrian Gonzalez. To my right, we have the big Cheeto Brian Balcito, and we have Josh House. We have the High Life. We have Russell Wilson. We have football. We have it all. We're back. We missed last week. I was watching the Dodgers lose. It's about time I saw them lose. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing well, Adrian. How are you guys?
I'm doing great.
Good.
It's amazing to have football back in full swing.
Yes, sir. Kicking it off. Good stuff. So, off the top sports girl of the week.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. We're going to make you feel good this week because my Rams squashed you in overtime. Ciara is a hot little number. And if you want me to believe that you're not having sex with her for Jesus, someone is. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Is he trying to pull Tim Tebow?
He might be, but he's also keeping his team from hearing Future at practice, right?
It's a divorced guy, dude.
Yeah, there you go. So the Seahawks can't hear Future at practice anytime his tracks come on.
That's okay. I don't listen.
Russell's like, no.
That's bothering a few of the teammates. I'm pretty sure about that.
I can imagine.
He's like this. No.
Right?
Jumping over his lineman.
Seattle did go down to St. Louis, as we said, the first week. Is Ciara the new Drake? This week's Drake?
Drake's the Drake.
Yeah.
And Ciara's...
Serena losing, no longer...
Here's what happens.
Kentucky went down after Drake put on their
exactly,
gear.
that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Drake, do not become a fan of our show. I swear to God, I know where you live somehow.
He followed LeBron around, and then LeBron started to have some troubles here and there.
Hey, he can always switch his jersey, though. You see that in the tournament.
True, yep.
Yeah, he'll switch jerseys.
Yep. He's got
front runner.
The other team's shirt underneath, right into their locker room. Anyway, the Seahawks and the Rams, that was a pretty good game, guys.
It was great. The Rams defense was like in that backfield all day.
They will soon be the SoCal Rams, right? So.
God, I hope so. By December, we'll find out.
The Rams defense did look better than St. Louis, although, the Cam Chancellor is not there.
Yep.
Marshawn Lynch wore his jersey out to warm-ups, I mean, it was kind of a big deal. I know the team's not very happy that they haven't signed him.
Yep.
Why didn't they throw the pass?
Trolling them.
Everyone made that meme, and it was glorious.
Yep. So an OT win for the young Rams. Nick Foles looked good. Like you said, Josh, their third running back came out, did his thing.
What was his name?
Benny Cunningham. He was looking good. And then you had a special teams play. Both teams returned a punt for a TD.
The kid that did Lockett is unbelievable.
Yeah,
That's his fourth since the preseason started.
Yep.
He's starting to play receiver pretty good. That guy he's a big time player.
Yeah, and Jimmy Graham looked great. I mean, if they get him comfortable in that offense, that's just another weapon for.
They
Russell.
still don't have any receivers.
Right. Another good game. Bills taking out the Colts up in Buffalo.
Another surprise?
Yeah. Rex Ryan's debut. They looked really, really good.
It was absolute domination up front.
Yep.
We do have to remember that the Bills started off hot last year and became the Bills again.
True, and they got a first-time starter at quarterback in Tyrod Taylor, but if he protects the ball with that defense, they could make some noise.
Yeah. I mean, Andrew Luck, how did he look?
He had a rough start.
Like a troll?
Rough start. The Colts. The Colts are interesting. It's Luck. Where he's going to be good, but they're banking on Gore and Andre Johnson. These guys have got a lot of miles on them, so it'll be interesting to follow them through the year.
T.Y. got hurt.
Right.
Now we got who? Moncrief, Colby Fleener. You're going to be depending on Andre Johnson in his 13th year.
Right.
I don't know. Colts fans, I mean, I think somebody picked them to be in the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, I did.
So after that first game, you're not exactly feeling really comfortable right now, are you?
You're right. Yeah, because their defense didn't look good either.
No. They look like they have a lot of holes that were not addressed in the offseason. Maybe it's just the Bills are that good.
Yeah, it could be.
Or maybe the Colts aren't a good road team.
I mean, Rex Ryan looks like a dude who can just get a unit fired up, get the team fired up.
That was impressive.
What's more surprising to you guys, that the Bills won or that Romo put together a last-minute drive?
Hey, you know what?
The more impressive thing was Eli blowing the team up and saying, "Don't score a touchdown when we're up 3."
Yeah, right.
Why would you?
It was just horrible, horrible clock management by the Giants at the end of that game.
Yeah.
I looked, I was watching the game and I said, if they don't do this right, they're going to lose by 1 point at the gun. And that's
Eli
exactly
needed
what
to have a
happened.
concussion test after that game.
Yeah,
I was
seriously.
in a house full of Cowboy fans.
Seriously.
And they're like,
See,
high five. And I'm like, no.
I'm one of those guys. I think that Romo gets too much of he gets beat up too much by fans. He makes plays. Every once in a while, he'll throw that bad pick and stuff, but he's pretty clutch.
He's a great player, and he wouldn't be there if he wasn't. He wouldn't have done that contact.
I won't let him be my holder, but
All right. How about the rookie battle down in Tennessee? The Titans with Marcus Mariota.
I was a big. Personally, I thought Mariota was going to outduel Jameis in this game. I think the Tampa Bay defense is kind of average. Whatever, it's not looking that great to me.
Right.
And Mariota's accurate. He
Yep.
proved that in the game. He's not the greatest deep ball thrower or anything like that, but he's pretty accurate in the short game, and that was
my opinion,
impressive.
you're going to get him in those quick 3-step drops, get the ball out, boom, and he's going to do it.
That's
He
what
can
knows.
do the read option.
Yep.
He runs more than under a 5'5". What does Jameis run?
Right. And Jameis is not going to stand a chance until they get that man in offensive line.
Hey, Jameis started out good though.
His first play was awesome.
It was completion.
It was 6 points.
Yeah, it was
For the other team.
though.
They both threw touchdowns to the Titans.
Yeah, right.
Do you think this game actually might be slow for Mariota right now? Like this first game? Because everything was so bang, bang, bang at Oregon?
Well, I think it was just a perfect situation for his first game.
Yeah.
The spotlight was on, and his team is better than the Bucs. Overall.
And they were the road team. Nobody was expecting that to come out the way it did.
I think Mariota could be a very, very effective game manager. Sounds kind of a better version of Alex Smith, maybe.
Right.
How would that be as a description of him?
Right.
I would take that.
Yep.
You can win games with that.
Down south, Chargers, big comeback.
That was shocking.
Tale of
30
two
points
halves.
straight,
Yep.
unanswered.
Yep. I kind of think Phillip Rivers is a goof, but the guy is a great quarterback.
How many receivers has he had over the years?
Right.
I think if Phillip Rivers didn't play for the Chargers, I would be a fan of him.
Yeah, you're probably right. I would say the same
he's
thing.
enjoyable to listen to.
Hey, Keenan Allen, I got a big. Oh God, I don't like you right now. I had to go against you in fantasy this week. Really? You had to break the franchise record for catches in a PPR league?
He tore it up. He tore it up. But that was a game that was a tale of two halves. At halftime, I think people were going and scribbling the Lions into their Super Bowl pick because they were like, man, the Lions look amazing. And then they just fell off.
I could picture one of my buddies, Campana. What's up, Campana? I know you watch the show. I could picture him at his wife's bar going, yeah.
Melvin Gordon, what do you think about the rookie?
Nice. I think he'll fit their offense.
I think that Danny Woodhead is not going anywhere, though. He stole the thunder from the rookie a little bit.
Dude is a glue guy. He's a guy you want in your backfield. And
came off the injury looking fine.
Yep.
I would not want to be a Melvin Gordon guy praying my season to be him leading my fantasy team.
Right.
Woodhead in there hawking stuff.
How about the kickoff game? The Thursday nighter?
We got
Steelers Pats.
Did not watch it.
Didn't see it, huh?
Dude, I was at work.
No Le'Veon Bell. No
home.
Martavius Bryant for the Steelers.
Right.
Came home, turned on my NFL package, and it was highlights. I'm like, son of a bitch.
The one thing, I don't normally take Patriots in my fantasy league, but I took Edelman because I think Brady is going to be on a mission this year, and he's ticked off.
Trying to break records.
Yeah, he's going to try to break records, and Edelman's that guy is money.
Not bad for a college quarterback.
Right. So how about the last play or the last meaningful play of the game? Switched over $100 million illegal dollars in gambling on a spread. Scored a meaningless touchdown for the Steelers.
That's why people love the underdog in football.
Yep.
Especially in gambling, at least. 7.5 points you're going to give me?
Yeah, right.
That won't make much of a difference.
Right?
Oh, really?
That's one of those where you look in the sports book in Vegas and half the place goes, yes, and the other half goes,
rips their tickets up and cries.
And walks out. Right. So the last game I thought, let's throw it out there, the Broncos and Ravens in a slugfest.
Denver is hurting on offense right now.
They are.
You talk about it. Are their O-line, first time they've been together, you said? All preseason hadn't played together. As an O-line coach, I know that is not good.
Right.
You need cohesiveness.
I was going to ask you that. They signed Devin Mathis. They bring him in a week before the season starts. He plays none in preseason. He's a Pro Bowl guard. It's going to help, but it's not going to help right off the bat, right?
I don't think he was much of the problem,
No.
necessarily, other than just knowing the calls and being familiar with everything. A lot of the terminology is pretty similar. You can catch on quickly as a lineman. But they got beat consistently. Peyton Manning was just not looking like Peyton Manning.
Right.
I mean, we talked the stretch system, the zones that they run with Kubiak and him, I didn't like. It's not a good fit for him. I mean, he rolled out on an open bootleg, and he had to run about 12 to 15 steps.
Yep.
And I mean, besides the fact he looked like he was probably out of breath after doing that, he threw the ball into the ground on a wide open receiver that was, it was a good 3 yards short.
Right.
But Peyton Manning doesn't do that.
Right.
Especially when he's upright and doing the Peyton Manning style we all know. But him running out, how often do you see Peyton Manning on rollouts?
Right. Right, and
Totally
I agree with
different.
you 100%. The people who are talking about his arm strength is there. It's not what it was 10 years ago. Nobody is. He's 39 years old. He overthrew Emmanuel Sanders a couple times. One time missed him, and it was his fingertips. That stuff will come. It's the stuff you're talking about. It's the deep outs and the rollouts that don't fit his game.
Well, I mean, what made Peyton Manning great? What made is him at the line of scrimmage, making an adjustment, calling a quick route to somebody to avoid a blitz,
Right?
Not running play action plays and a long stretch toss or whatever.
Are
it
you
is.
guys thinking Broncos lose to the Chiefs this weekend?
Short week.
It's going to be rough.
C.J. Anderson's a little bit banged up. I'm worried about him. I got him on fantasy.
Arrowhead's not an easy
Second
building to go
last.
into.
Arrowhead
in
is
the- in the
one of the
league.
worst. It's not the worst place
Right.
to play.
And on it,
They're
like you
gonna
said,
be fired up for that game too.
A short week.
I think my sister drives by on the way to work. She's like, that place doesn't look fun.
The sack leader, Houston, from last year is going to be just salivating at coming at Peyton Manning every play.
Right. The one thing I'll hang my hat on as a Bronco fan is our defense looked nasty.
Yeah, the defensive ends look legit.
nasty. Yeah.
The corners are good.
Yep.
So
and,
you're going to
and
force
they
a
have
lot
a
of
they have a
issues.
Pro Bowl safety themselves in T.J. Ward, who wasn't on the field. He was suspended for game 1, so he'll be back. That's going to make them even more aggressive. So, but Arrowhead's tough.
Their
so.
defense definitely looked good in that game.
Yep.
Going to protect that 0-point lead.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Chief Sizzle. We're going to miss you.
Yeah. Big injury for Terrell Suggs.
Ravens defense just got a lot worse.
Yep. Des Bryant injured. 4 to 6 weeks, they're saying.
Yeah, Cowboys.
I saw him run out of that locker room
Yeah.
on 1 foot
Right.
faster than I've ever run in my
Right.
life. Put him on the field.
Right. So that will be so your game, your Raider game. How did Amari Cooper recover from getting his head slammed by Pacman Jones?
Because it was Pacman Jones.
Right.
How is Pacman Jones playing next week?
You know
I
what it
agree.
was? It was the lower
100%.
part of the head. If it was any higher, concussion.
He
Okay,
ripped
but I
his
mean,
helmet off.
you go hit somebody on what you think is a good hit, and you tend to go a little high, end up hitting him in the head, and they suspend you for a
Right,
week.
right.
And you're allowed to just rip someone's freaking helmet off and smash their head with it, and that's not a week suspension.
I'm quoting something. Someone said, but don't worry, Raiders fans. He's going to get a fine. No. Suspend him and fine him.
Yeah, the $35K that's in this pocket to make it rain. He's
I think
got
Goodell-
35 more in this pocket.
I think Goodell is
he's
afraid
gotta be
to
on some
suspend
kind of
people right now.
stupid.
He has
It's
to
dumb.
be on the watch list for all this stuff, or some kind of
Absolutely.
list for being a horrible person. You know?
And I heard it explained that today, I think it was Peter King, or I could be wrong. Somebody, I saw the quote, said that the NFL is saying, but Pac-Man has been a good boy for the last few years. So
He hasn't got caught.
I think the NFL is afraid.
That's it, all it is.
exactly.
The NFL is afraid to suspend people right now.
Well, there was another headline today that said the owners have now approached the Players Association about reining in Goodell's pull on, or his power on suspensions and
It's been a theme this week. If you saw in the college game, I don't know if it was BYU, and the guy jumped on the fumble, the other guy jumped on top of him.
Yep.
BYU lineman punched the nut shot at him straight up.
Yep.
You see it? Bam, right there.
Yep.
And he's
Look.
not being suspended.
These are big men playing a big man sport, and I get it. And there's rules to follow, and I get wanting to rip someone's head off. But if you're going to suspend someone for deflated footballs, but not for crashing someone's head into their own helmet, get your shit together, Roger Goodell.
How about a nut shot straight out? Bam, right.
I don't know. Was it funny? Was like Benny Hill music playing when it happened?
No, it was
then
not.
like give him a high five and a
Three
bonus.
Stooges.
I guarantee the guy who was writhing in pain, rolling around, was not finding it funny at all.
Right.
No, like the music makes it funny.
Yeah.
Like hit me in the nuts, film it, put music to it, I'll laugh.
Here's another person who's not thinking things are funny right now. Brian Hoyer. Goes on, plays well in preseason. Looks good on Hard Knocks. Gets the starting job. One poor game, benched. Ryan Mallett starting this week.
That's the life of the NFL quarterback, bro.
I guess so, yeah. Yep. Especially a journeyman guy like him.
Yeah.
So how about
DeMarco
quickly,
Murray?
let's go through some of the...
There's another surprise. DeMarco Murray, the Eagles putting out all that money.
He's going against the Cowboys this week.
Yep.
How much money did he make per yard this week?
Right, 8 carries, 9 yards.
So how much? About 10.
2 TDs.
50 grand
Yeah,
per yard,
right,
maybe.
Right.
Pretty good money.
So we figured we got 4 big games coming up this week. You guys want to do picks on these games? Talk about them a little bit?
All right, let's go.
All right, first one, Seahawks at Packers, Sunday Night Football.
Pack.
Adrian goes with the Packers.
Well, only because I'm rooting against the Seahawks, but they might actually play better in this
That's a
game.
legit reason.
They get some cobwebs out,
Yeah.
The hangover's gone. There's that realization you can lose. They might come back. They can win,
Right.
but it's in Green Bay, right?
Yep.
I see
It's going to be close, but they lose.
I say a semi-high scoring game, and Green Bay puts it on Seattle.
All right. That's a sweep there. I'm going Green Bay. I think that home opener for the Packers, a lot of emotion in that stadium. They think they're Super Bowl favorites. So
By the way, don't make your bets based on
Old
us,
James Jones came free agency just in time with Jordy Nelson going down,
Yep.
looking pretty smooth. Should have had 3 touchdowns. There wasn't a penalty called back.
And let's not forget, we're talking about that's revenge because the Seahawks came back on the Packers in the NFC Championship game last year, and the Packers are probably a little bit ticked about that. Next one, we'll move on. Chargers at Bengals.
Ooh, I don't know. Both those teams put up some high points this week. One was against the Raiders. I love my Raiders, but I know, jeez. Bengals might be riding high right now. Chargers are feeling good. I think it's low scoring, and I think Chargers pull it out.
All right.
We're at that game at Cincy.
In Cincy, yep.
I think it'll be semi-high scoring too because they're both they like to throw the rock over
They do.
there.
They do.
Jahill looked pretty
I said
solid
low
last
scoring.
week. I'm thinking a little bit medium to high scoring. Philip Rivers can get it, throw the rock around. AJ Green, I think, should step up this week, so I'm interested to see that.
All right.
I'll go Cincy at home. I'll take the home team.
All right, I'm going to go Cincy too. I think that running game is looking good. Dalton, if he
Thunder,
protects the
lightning.
football, yep. Dalton. And
so
the
you guys
Bengals
are bringing beers on. That's the beer game of the week.
There you
guys
go.
are bringing beer.
The Bengals have a pretty good defense too. And just a quick, real funny comment made this week. Jeremy Hill, the Bengals running back, said that he has Andy Dalton on his fantasy team, but he doesn't start him.
And I don't know how good they were if they're just playing the Raiders.
You're right. Cowboys at Eagles, NFC East rivalry game.
So the Cowboys are going to show up. The Eagles' bus will be late.
Okay.
It's the Eagles. I mean, I want to root for the Eagles so bad,
Right.
especially over the Cowboys. But 2 minutes on the clock. Sorry, I'm throwing hockey
As
out
much
there.
as I want to agree with you on this, I think actually Dallas sometimes plays better as a team when Des Bryant's not in
I agree.
because they spread the ball around more efficiently. You don't have to worry about Des bitching about getting
I'm
the
not
ball.
choosing the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
I want to
Oh, okay.
because I hate the Cowboys, but it's going to be the Cowboys. I mean, God, you guys already made me choose the Chargers. Why don't you just stab me in the face and call me out?
I think, no, honestly, it's a coin flip game for me. I like the Eagles at first glance, but depending, I think they sometimes play better than the
Do they
Cowboys
still
with.
play Philadelphia?
Huh?
Do they still wear green? Is their coach who he is?
Eagles have a lot of weapons, so I'm going Eagles just because I live with an Eagles fan, so I like to eat.
Oh, I get it.
I like to not have
I get
to
it.
sleep all week with one eye
Because
open.
being wrong is better than sleeping uncomfortable.
There you
I
go.
guess.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys because I think they're gonna really pound the football a little bit more with the run game.
Okay.
And it's a big emotional game with DeMarco Murray being there.
The one thing that the Eagles did get a break on is Dez not being there because that Eagles secondary is trash. So moving on to the last game, Broncos at Chiefs
Got to make it quick.
tomorrow night.
I'm saying Chiefs.
All right,
Chiefs
Adrian's
all
going
day.
Casey. All right, I'm going Denver because I
God,
have
you
to.
guys are making this is killer.
I'm saying Denver could score less than double digits.
And
This-
give
this is-
and
this
give
is
up less than
9
double
points.
digits. We could be looking at a 9-7 game or something like that. With
We're
the
I don't know.
Rams
Alex
playing.
Smith is looking like the man.
He did, but that Broncos secondary,
This
Talib, Chris
non-biased
Harris,
stuff
Jamal Charles in the
eats at my
second.
soul. Like being non-biased and looking at it
Those
Right.
DBs can't cover
Objectively,
Jamal Charles on the
Jesus.
backfield.
right?
We're going to come back with a new segment in
Some
a bit.
college football.
For Off the Top Sports, my name is Adrian Gonzalez.
I am Brian Belcito.
And I'm out.
It's Off the Top Sports Talk.